and welcome to another episode of the British Columbia Real Estate Podcast, episode 22 in the podcast studio with Jeff Chadha, JC Homes. Jumping right into this episode there, Jeff, these are the top 5 tips if you're planning to buy a home in Vancouver, BC in today's market. Starting at number 5, knowing your area. Okay?
Buying a house right now, especially in Vancouver area, Rick, it's very tough. Much like a lot of different areas in the Lower Mainland right now, it's on fire. So if you are at the buying stage right now, know your area, know where you want to buy. A lot of buyers are now looking at different parts of Vancouver, and they're putting offers everywhere. So if you really want to at least have an edge on it, know the area, farm the area, know what things are going for, know why you want that area. If there's certain schools there, maybe there is public transit that you really depend on that other areas lack, right? So yes, know the area you want to bid on and focus on that area would be a very, very strong.
You might want to be close to a hospital.
Well,
right?
Yeah. I mean, let's. I don't want to put it to a negative as close to a hospital. You might want to be close to a certain school, right? You might be close to a certain park. We don't want to, make people think about hospitals when moving to Vancouver, Rick. But yeah, that's Rick.
Of course. Okay. Let's go to the next. Number 4, knowing your limits.
Rick, that's a big one. That's a huge one. Knowing your limits, it's a very broad point, but that goes into your pricing, that goes into also your area, but also when you go to buy a home, if you don't need to, if you yourself are a handyman and you can fix up things here and there, then maybe you don't need to be so picky on certain things. Right now it's a seller's market, and if the hot water tank is old and needs replacement, the seller might not do it. So with that being said, is that something that you can let go? So knowing your limit is more than just price. It's your capability of actually going to the home and actually live there and doing the work afterwards that needs to be done in order to actually live there. Now, it seems very, very basic, Rick, but knowing your limits can go to a broad spectrum. There's so much to it. What more can I really say, really? It goes down to your wants, your needs, your basic necessities. Obviously, thing needs to have a roof, it needs to have windows, you have to live in it, but maybe it might not have everything you want in it, especially Vancouver. Remember, Vancouver is a different market. Their houses are a little bit older for the price point that you might be at. So your limit can also be the price. So if you have, let's say, 2.2 million, maybe you're not going to get a brand new home. Most likely, you're actually not going to get a brand new home at 2.2. But the house you get, can you live in the home with you and your family, see yourselves growing there, and actually do repairs on the way? So knowing your limit in terms of that way.
Perfect. I've also seen with a lot of inexperienced buyers, or even like first-time buyers, them being just really picky on what they want. And then in this type of market, it's just super hard to get exactly what you want. And then you're running into people basically buying for maybe a little bit less than what they would actually want, because that's what's left on the market at this time. Low inventory, right?
Definitely. There's very low inventory, so it's not about what you want, and I'm glad you touched on that. It might not be about what you want right now, but what you need, and let it grow to what you want. It might not have everything right now, but can you renovate it? Can you do things? Can you upgrade? Can you do these things to make it the home that you want? It's a house today, but can you make it a home later on?
Perfect. Okay, that sums up tip number 4 there. Now on to the next one. It kind of ties into the next tip that we got for people there. Dealing with multiple offer situations.
Oh God.
Right? So, a lot of the buyers being just not able to buy right now, right?
Right now, if you're in the market, you're watching this episode, you might be frustrated. You might be, what the is going on. Multiple offers are happening left, right, center. The listing prices that you see on multiple platforms, multiple websites, whether it be a realtor website, whether it be REW, REW, remember that? Can we tag REW in this? Or realtor.ca. Those list prices that you see there right now, most likely, it's not what it's going to sell at. So understanding that right now there's multiple offers. So if you see a property listed in Vancouver for 1.9 or 1.7 or 2 million, but then you see a week later that it's sold for 2.2, 2.5. Well, that's because the list price is there to attract. I'm not saying that realtors are purposely underlisting. That's not the case. It might be for some, which is unfortunate. But most of them are pricing at market value. How we talked about before, it's more about an emotional market rather than a logical market. So a lot of buyers have put offers time and time again on different properties and kept on losing out. So let's just use an easy round number here. Let's just say 1.5. You had 10 buyers, 1.5. Only one buyer can win. So now you have 9 other buyers. Next week, offers come out again. You think that buyer is going to go back at 1.5? No, he's probably going to go at 1.6, and so on and so on and so on. So one of the main things that we talk to our clients about multiple offers is that the list price you see, don't get married to that price. Most likely, very likely, it's going to go higher than that. So budget yourself for that and prepare yourself for that.
Perfect. Okay. Very important, guys. A lot of buyers, unfortunately, just having frustration right now. There's just so many of you guys out there, right? And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, guys. And if you do subscribe to our YouTube channel, please write "I have subscribed" in the comment box. I will respond to each and every one of you guys, okay? And we'll send you out a free JC Homes hoodie.
You see we there.
That's right, Jeff's wearing one right now. So we'll send one out to you guys. Just make sure you guys drop the comment "I have subscribed" and obviously subscribe to the channel, and we'll get that out to you, okay? So our number 2 important tip would be moving dates and being flexible.
Oh, Rick, that's a huge one right now. Especially when you're in the offer mode right now. There's such a lack of inventory out there that sellers are having a problem finding the next property. So a tip that we give to our buyers right now is put yourself in the seller's shoes. They need to find something. And they might not be able to find something right now or the traditional 2 months. So if you can actually give them a little bit more time, maybe give them 3 months, give them 4 months, but if you can afford to do that. But that comes back to what we always say in the show all the time, planning, right? So if you can give them that time, it might actually be in your favor, even though it's a little bit longer than you expected a 2 month. But if you plan it properly, that 1 extra month could edge it out. And if I can give a quick story about this, we had a deal that happened and the buyer gave us, I'm not going to say the exact dollar value, but a $10,000 over what the value was when we got the offer. But they wanted a quick close. They wanted, well, when I say quick, they wanted 2 months. In this market, it's very challenging to find our sellers a property. So we actually took an offer that was $10,000 less than that offer because they actually gave us 4 month completion. So it actually gave us the freedom and the ability to actually go out there and find something a little bit more stress-free. So at the end of the day, how much is your peace of mind worth? So if you can be flexible, I would highly recommend it.
Well, what we found was probably the most important as number 1, okay? Our number 1 tip for all you buyers out there. Financing.
Isn't the money the root of everything? So right now, realtors should never be telling you to go subject free. And in fact, I even tell my clients, it's not that I'm recommending you or telling you to go subject free. That's just what's happening. The offers that are being won right now, majority of them, I'm not saying all of them, but majority of them are subject free. And the reason that is that buyer that is going subject free might have had a 3 to 4 week experience of going with subjects and losing out and losing out and losing out. So what we do with our buyers, we ask them, have you got pre-approved? Have you talked to your mortgage broker? Have you got your pre-approval done? Do you know your numbers? Because if we need to go subject free, we might have to. But if you haven't done that yet, what are you even doing looking at properties right now? You're not even in the game. Forget about strapping on the skates. You're not even in the damn stadium, right? You shouldn't even be there right now if you haven't done your at least pre-planning. So financing's huge because it's a seller's market right now. If you have 2 offers and once again, using a round number, 1.5 million. Well, shoot, you know what? Let's shoot it for 2 million. You have 2 offers identical at $2 million. You're the seller. One has subject to financing, and let's say they're aggressive and only put 2 days, but you have another one subject to financing. Oh, sorry, no subject, sorry, I should say, sorry, at 2 million. Which one are you going to take? A subject-free offer or one with 2 days? Kind of a no-brainer there, right? So if you can actually figure everything out, figure your financing out prior to that time, talk to your mortgage broker. And I make fun of our mortgage brokers all the time about how they sit in their little ivory tower syndrome, and they're like, oh yeah, put subjects in. Yeah, they're not out in the field. So understanding that what's happening in today's market, unfortunately, there's a lot of aggression in terms of bidding. People are even blind bidding, subject free. So forget about even putting a subject in there. People are not even looking at the property physically and putting offers in. So yes, financing, Rick, I'm glad that's the top one because that's huge. Money is, at the end of the day, money talks.
It's true. And there's no point of looking at a property if you can't afford it. You're just going to get let down, right?
Yeah.
And it's already hard enough for buyers out there. So you might have to put yourself in the seller's shoes, right? So, those are the top 5 tips if you're looking to buying a home in Vancouver, BC, all right? In this crazy market. The JC Homes magazine, again. All right, you guys.
The new issue's coming out.
The new issue, yeah. January is almost done now. We're near the end of the month, so we're expecting a new issue from JC Homes.
Are you looking at me to confirm that January's almost done? I'm pretty sure that our viewership knows that January's almost done.
Okay, I was just confirming with you to make sure we had another subscription coming for next month.
It's coming.
Okay,
it's coming.
Great. And we love getting reach outs from you guys. So if you're planning on moving to the Lower Mainland or Fraser Valley or moving around in British Columbia, the number will be on the screen, guys. Definitely give us a call. All right. You can also email us as well at bcrealestatepodcast@gmail.com. And any last pieces you want to add to this episode, Jeff, before we get out of here?
I've been here since 7 a.m. I'm tired.
Yeah, I wasn't here that. I can't go later.
No, I'm good. This is a good topic as well. So,
and we got lots more content coming for you guys. All right, we still got that episode with the accountant coming. We
got Calgary.
Yes, we
got Calgary coming up. It's huge thing, and we got it's going to be not live on location, but we'll be on location with my realtor friend coming from Calgary, and then we got Whistler coming up too.
That's right. With a lot of cool episodes coming up as our studio is still under construction, but it's good enough for these videos for you guys for now.
Good enough, yeah.
But it's only going to get better from here, guys. All right? So RickyJ, Jeff Chadha, British Columbia Real Estate Podcast. We are signing out, guys. We'll catch you on the next one.